Hey guys, I Heart 86 here, and today I'm gonna do a gameplay video. I haven't done this because in a while because I've mainly been busy with a lot of projects, a lot of different things running my friend's company, my company, and basically I wanted to do this ever since I got pretty much banned from CC. There really hasn't been any Bitcoin micro servers apart from BitQuest and some other kind of mediocre Bitcoin Minecraft servers. But recently I found another one, and I think this one's for the stay. It's called Eye of Ender. In reality, it's called Play MC, and basically it's more like a mob, kill mob server that pays you in Bitcoin on, as you see, real money and all. It, yeah, I still have Minecraft CC despite the fact that they banned me, but that doesn't matter. And as you can see here, we're playing 1.8.8. Now, it's hard to believe we're this far into this version of the game, and I can remember a while back, people were arguing about when is it gonna turn to 1.8. Now I can see pretty much the same version, pretty much the same deal going on when we get to Minecraft 2.0, and I think it's gonna be the same thing that they did with 1.8. There's probably gonna be a lot of people bragging and stuff, but it really isn't that important at all. Either way, I expected till now for new details to come out, but as far as 1.8 goes, everything's pretty much from 1.8 to 1.8.8. Everything's pretty much the same. The only thing they probably fixed is a couple of glitches and all. It's fine and all, but they haven't done any substantial changes like back in 1.6 or 1.7 versions. But anyway, let's play. So as you can see here, this is there's just three main games here, just mini games and all, and they turn on like super speed and all, and pretty much there's like 14 players going on, and what you do here is pretty much you decide your rank. You have warrior, you have monk. Please don't take monk. Monk would based on my experience on it doesn't really do anything. Wizard's an interesting one. Medic, I think that's for healing and stuff. This warrior, and here's my favorite one, archer. Engineering, that's like for crafting and stuff. And the last one is chemist. Of course, you can't get these because you have to shop, but the only ones you are available for grabs is warrior, archer, and monk. Okay, so let's get started. So as you can see here, you have a team of players, and every once in a while there's some mobs that spawn, and the point of this game is pretty much to guard the beacon. And if you can see up here, beacon lives, you have 5 of them. Every time the mobs intrude, you lose a life. Pretty much when you reach 0, everybody loses and all. You respawn. You if you die, you respawn and everything. So, see, they have a Naruto fan and all. Let me do a little crater. So as you can see here, there's all the mobs and everything. There's like a whole horde of them and all. Nature lagging. And I don't know if you can see this, but down here it says bits. That's like 1,191 bits. Those are your bitcoins. No, they're not entire bitcoins. What they are in reality Satoshi, which are the denomination of Bitcoin. And honestly, I think this server's a lot richer than the CC server and all. And you know, this brings to the conversation that a lot when you're the only server with Bitcoin, you usually tend to manipulate and corrupt everything, and that's one of the things I didn't like about CC. When it's just kind of like a company. Oh, hold on. Oh no! Well, anyway, when they kill you, you have to wait 10 seconds before you can rejoin. Let's see if it... Okay, there. So you have to wait 10 seconds. But anyway, like I was saying, back on CC business, pretty much I didn't like it because it's like a company. With companies, the deal is that they start out nice. They start out as small businesses, but the thing is, over time, they just kind of grow into these terrible monsters that pretty much and anyway, they grow into these terrible monsters, and this is why you have you see all these companies that have like terrible terrible customer service and all. They grow too big for pretty much, I guess, for their audience and stuff, and it's just that's where essentially all the problem lies. Now, hold on, it's getting a little bit hard to concentrate and talk at the same time. But anyway, because of the fact they have grown too big, or they're, let's say, for example, Monopoly, they become the only source of a certain product. Let's say, for example, a certain company was the only source of chocolate or milk or any resource you can think of. They usually tend to become not very nice to the customers or anything, not too nice to the audience or whatever it is, and basically that's what ended up happening. For some before, well, pretty much this was after Bitvegas collapsed and all. After some time, they pretty much controlled all the they controlled the whole deal with Minecraft and Bitcoin servers. They're pretty much the only Minecraft Bitcoin server that there was out there, and if you wanted to play, you had to you pretty much had to abide by their rules, by their standards and everything. Personally, I don't mind, but when it gets to a point where you start taking advantage of your players, you start manipulating things to however the hell you want, then that's where the problem lies. And and essentially, what ends up happening, you end up losing a lot of people. If you're a company and you start treating your customers like shit, then you end up losing a lot of people. The same goes for server. I've seen servers that started nice, but in reality they end up abandoned or with very few players or so. And I think that's what's happening. They may have some players or so, but for some time, all I see are just troll, a bunch of trolls, a bunch of hackers, people that with ill intent, and that's part of the problem. Now, hold on, let me get this guy. We lost. But anyway, the server, I don't know how he manages, and I haven't got in a fight with some of the mods that were there, and pretty much they had gotten this concept that I'm a monster or someone bad for it, when in reality I'm not. All I was trying to do is just make things fair for the players and all. And it ended up to that. I may have crossed the line a couple of times, but I didn't do things for no reason or anything. There's always a reason why I did things. But anyway, getting back to the point, what I like about this server is that pretty much they make it a way that it's fair and all, and in a way that people can play in. Not too much moderator intervention, but not too little where things get out of hand and all. Oh man, this guy's gonna kill. Okay, get some food. Good bless church. I only got a little bit of light left. Anyway. But anyway, getting back to the point. Well, guys, sorry if I tend to be distracted because of the game and all. It's kind of hard to do both things at the same time. But anyway, one of the things I like about the server, they make it fair because, like I was saying, not too little moderator intervention, but not too much either. Like, if you see here, it's not the moderators who decide to ban who, but it's rather the community. And in reality, it's pretty much fair. It's much fairer than dealing with moderators, and it eliminates the problem of having to drive tension between moderators and the players. And I don't know if I told you this. I don't know if it's this server or some other one. There was a three rule system in which it said some very interesting things that makes it fair and it covers all. Be ethical, be respectful, and use common sense. And I like that because common sense it covers a lot of ground. Be ethical, to behave in an ethical manner, and be respectful. It makes things a lot more easier than putting a bunch of these excessive, stupid rules that got up too cool. Ah, they killed me. Friendly fire or something like that. But anyway, it makes things a lot more easier. And I wish a lot of these server owners could understand, but they don't. They're very centered and their point of view. And it kind of leads to the same issue that when arguing, a lot of people think that what they claim is right, and they never stop to think that a lot of the things they argue are very subjective. You can't just make claims that whatever you say is right or so, because it leaves a lot of these things leave room for argument. And anyway, that's what it leads to. But anyway, getting back to this, you guys, you may see that I go on and off in the conversation. But like I said, it's kind of hard to concentrate and play at the same time. But enough with CC and all that mess. Let me focus on telling you about this. This server is really nice. If you see here, earlier I had 1,191. Now at 1,271 bits. And they have a website. You go on the website, you register your Bitcoin account, and you're able to, when you get to a certain amount, I think, you're able to withdraw your Bitcoins. And I like and I really like this and all. Get off me. I think I'm gonna stay on the sidelines. It makes everything a lot more easier. They should put blocks. It's a lot better than these little sand towers they put. Anyway, another topic. Chase Mingo is coming back. Lately, he's been busy with personal stuff. If y'all don't know who Chase Mingo is, Chase is DJ Sound. He was on here talking about what's that game called? Grand Theft Auto last time in regard to Breaking Bad. He was one of the guys that we were having a conversation with in my talk show called Iron Talk. And he's coming back, Um, hopefully by like these next couple of days he'll log in and all. I haven't had a conversation or anything with him up until recently. He said he's, he told me he was interested in a lot of the projects and stuff, and that's good and all. Wither skeletons. And I need food. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, not the ghast. Man, I missed it. It's pretty much a battlefield and all. It's a nice, interesting way. You don't get paid too little like BidQuest, but not too much. Sadly, not too much like CC. This is one thing I like about this. You don't get these players that all they come here to do is mine, like the problem they had on CC. A while back I tried to suggest something like this, and pretty much they ended up like attacking me, like they usually do. They're a bunch of assholes, Shit. No, fuck. I wasted my best arrows. No, okay. War. Okay. Let me get these guys. Now one thing I don't get. One thing I don't get is how some YouTubers get more views than others. Now recently I was watching a video on Melanie Mac, a Q&A video, and she was saying about like how some people ask how do you get many views, and she mentioned that she frequently gets that question asked, and one thing she said is that it's okay to do this for fun and all, but not to make it your main priority, like if it's your job or anything like that. To me personally, I see this more like kind of not exactly like a job, but kind of a like side money to deal with a lot of my expenses and all. It's pretty much playing and all, but mainly the reason I have YouTube is for a number of reasons. One for company promotion, not just what you call it. Not just for my company, but for my friend's company. I like to educate people, kind of like what Nerd Rage Thunderfoot does and all, and pretty much gameplay, which attracts a lot of players and all. Kind of like an adventure, and also for talk show topics, certain things that interest people. And I think Melanie Mac has a point in that, because if you do something for money, it just kind of kills off. It kind of kills off from it, and that's what the one of the problems that there is with social media today. Not social media, but media itself. In reality, sorry, I get kind of confused when I'm playing and talking at the same time. But it's one of the problems I get with playing. But anyway, one of the problems that there is with media is that these a lot of these movie producers get focused on targeting audience. They get focused on so much for focusing on the aspect of money and all. I understand it's their job. I understand it completely, but the thing is, it kind of kills off from it, because if film's an art. Film is something you do. It's not something that you just kind of it's not structured in a way that certain things gonna attract certain people. People have different tastes. People have different likes, different things, and it just doesn't work that way. It's pretty much the same on YouTube. Different people are attracted to different things, and the thing is if you're not creative in what you do, over time people will get bored. People get tired. They don't. Oh man, we lost again. Anyway, people get tired of it, and they eventually go to other things. There are a number of YouTubers that I have gone to that over time I had lost interest in. For example, here's a couple of them. Amazing Atheist. I like his topics on certain things. Like for example, like politics, religion, and certain criticisms he does on social media and how people stupidly act and all. But hold on, let me get these guys. But yeah, recently I have lost interest because I don't know. I guess a lot of these YouTubers get sucked into this thing that they essentially forget that is they do this for entertainment, not so much for the money, and I wasn't around. My channel wasn't around back then when people used to do this for fun and all. If I'm not mistaken, YouTube was around back. I think back when internet was really slow. I think um, I'm not really sure. I would have to check up on how old YouTube is, but one thing I do remember is people late in the '90s making video blogs, video calls, and you could see all these stuttering, pixelated videos that people used to make. I'm not sure if that was YouTube or not. Oh man, this. Kind of funny to see a zombie fight at other zombies. But anyway, people used to do YouTube videos for fun. Now it's just they see it like a main source of income. But anyway, enough talking. It's already hard enough to talk and play at the same time. Because it's confusing the hell. I wonder what's down there. Let me blast my way out. Oh, there's a way out here. Anyway, more playing, less talking. I'll reserve the talking for my talk show. Let me see. Silverfish. I wonder whose idea was it to make silverfish, like giant silverfish. Like, what the fuck? Like, they must have had crazy ideas when they were developing Minecraft. I can see this as a rather kind of game that I guess the developers were just bullshitting around and all. But I'm surprised Microsoft actually paid $2.2 billion for a company that developed a very glitchy game. I'm surprised this glitchy game had got far. But anyway, by the way, I'm a Microsoft shareholder, so I'm partially owner of Microsoft. The witches, I think they're overpowered and all. They're too strong, in my opinion, because they too much power. You can't burn them or anything, and even with enchanted items, it takes forever to kill them. You pretty much need a god sword for that. In case you don't know what a god sword is, it's an excessively over enchanted item. I wonder if the sun goes down or anything. Oh man, they're back. Fuck. Fuck, no. Fuck, we're gonna lose. Yeah, good. We still have 5 lives. Sometimes we really don't help at all. Because instead of helping, I end up blasting the fucking wall and all. Let me help this dude. I'm better off as engineer because technically in real life I am an engineer. Fuck, I can't move. Get off, you fucking... Oh! You know, I hate this 10-second wait. Anyway, I'm gonna be logging off in a little bit. Cause I got stuff to do. What time is it? Oh no. Die. Oh man. Where's that fire at? I don't see any mobs. I'm surprised these guys have less. What the fuck happened? I think the server restarted or something. Anyway, that's all for now, guys. And I'll catch you guys next time later. I gotta go do some stuff. So survival, wayfighter, or archer game. I'll post a video soon. So See you guys next time. Bye.